Here we are at example 5A from our 2.2, 2.3 set of notes. We're asked to determine if the following lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. We have this line AB that has the points A and B. A is at -2, -3, B is at -8, 2. And we have this other line CD that goes through these 2 points, C being 10, 0, and D being 4, -5. Now, anytime we have 2 points, we're just going to split this up for a moment. Just looking at AB, anytime we have these 2 points like this, we can go ahead and find the slope of those 2 points. So just looking at AB, we can go ahead and say that the slope is equal to our y2 minus y1 over our x2 minus x1. And we're just going to say that this guy is going to be x1, y1, and this one's going to be x2, y2. Again, it really doesn't matter which one's which. As long as all of your calculations are good, you should end up with the same thing. Now, going ahead and plugging those values in, we end up with y2, well, that's just 2, minus our y1. Here it is, -3. This is over our x of 2. Here is -8, minus our x of 1. Comes out to be -2. Simplifying this up, we end up with 2 minus -3. Well, really, since we're subtracting by a negative, we are adding that value. So we end up with 2 plus 3. That gives us 5 on top. On the bottom, we have -8 minus -2. Again, we're actually adding that 2. So we have -2 plus 2. I'm sorry, -8 plus 2. That would give us -6. Now again, between any 2 points, so again, this was the slope for AB. Between any 2 points, you can find the slope, much like we can with this C and D as well. So we have CD. And we're looking for the slope between those 2 points. Again, it's still y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Well, let's just go ahead and say that this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. Again, doesn't really matter which one you let be what. As long as all your math is good, you're good. We have y2, that's -5, minus our y1, here it is, 0, over our x of 2, here he is, 4, minus our x of 1, 10. Well, as a result, we end up with -5 minus 0, that's just -5. 4 minus 10 just comes out to be -6. Because we end up with a negative divided by a negative, we really have a positive answer here. So we have positive 5, 6 as the slope. So we notice that AB had a slope of -5, 6. CD, that line, had a slope of positive 5, 6. Well, they are in fact really similar. We notice that they are they exactly the same slope? No, this guy is negative, this side is positive. So parallel is out. Parallel cannot be even thought of just because they are not the exact same slope. Looking at perpendicular. Well, if you reference back to your notes from above, perpendicular has to equal your opposite reciprocal slopes. In other words, both criteria, opposite reciprocal, both criteria have to be met in order for them to be in fact perpendicular. Well, we do meet the opposite criteria. This guy is negative for AB. This guy for CD has a positive slope. So opposite is met. Reciprocal, in other words, if we were to take this slope AB and flip them, do we end up with a reciprocal slope over here for CD? Well, unfortunately, we do not. And as a result, it is opposite, but it's not reciprocal. So as a result, they are neither parallel nor perpendicular, so for the answer for 5A, they would be neither. So again, though, that is 5A from our 2.2, 2.3 set of notes.